Good afternoon. Welcome to Championship Pocket Billiards. 9-ball is a discipline, courtesy of ACCUSTATS Video Productions. I'm Grady Mathews, along with special guest of honor, Scott Smith. And Scott, boy, what a match we have here. We've got Steve Mizerak and Buddy Hall, and if I weren't doing anything upon a particular afternoon, I might drive 500 miles to watch a contest of this nature.
500 miles? Hell, I'd drive 1,000. I'd even drive a mile for a Camel cigarette. Steve Mizerak and Buddy Hall. This is a strong matchup.
This is the second in a series of 6 events. Last year there were 8.
They need
eight different winners.
I think they need someone to rack the balls here. Let me see if I can find Bloodworth real quick, and then we'll be underway.
Okay, we need a nice neutral rack person.
Bloodworth, you want to get Leonard or Victor?
I don't know if Leonard's going to do it or Victor's going to do it. Okay.
Racine, Wisconsin. This guy does it all.
Yeah. We're in Pine Needles, North Carolina, at the Pine Needles Lodge and Country Club.
So are you a golfer, Grady?
No, I'm about a 40 handicap.
Well, you and I could play some even then. Yeah, this is a beautiful setting, and the venue is perfect for a tournament of this nature. We've been short a little bit of the spectator on the spectator side, but I think they're going to find this place when Steve returns here in the future. And we're about ready to begin game number 1. Buddy Hall wins the lag, and he'll be crunching them on the first break here.
Diamond tables, Milliken cloth, race to 11.
All right now, Grady, to bring the viewers up to snuff here. This is the 4th day of the second stop on the senior segment for 1998, and 99. And we started with 71 players, and where Buddy Hall and Mizerak are, they're on the winner's side. They're locked into a minimum finish of 5th, 6th. The winner goes to 3rd place here.
The other 2 undefeated players, of course, are Nick Varner and Mike Massey.
They're playing 2 tables down there on table number 6. Buddy makes a ball on the break, 2 balls in the break, and he's got a shot at the 1. What's the layout look like, Grady?
Well, he's going to have a problem eventually, perhaps with the 5 ball, but it does go in the lower left-hand corner. The 3-7 are up in the far left-hand quadrant of the table.
They look like they're wired to me.
Yeah, he's got a nice combination there. He's in pretty good shape here.
I'll tell you what, Buddy Hall, he quit smoking, and he's been watching his weight and eating good food and stuff, and it showed up the last year or so. He's just been a dominant force on both tours.
Well, I was kind of glad to see that, because Mike Pinozzo of the Billiard Digest suggested that perhaps senior players, didn't deserve to play in everything and should never be selected.
Oh, is that part of the article also?
Yeah. Well, I sent him a scathing rebuttal to that, and interestingly enough, as I added up the number of senior players in the top 30 or so, there were like 14.
Absolutely.
And Buddy ended up the year, finished in 2nd. And they wouldn't apologize or print a retraction or anything. These middle-of-the-road billiard publications don't do that.
Okay. We got the word from the Miz to hold it down here in the booth. I apologize for my boisterous behavior, but when Grady and I get together, we're going to cut up a little bit.
Oh, we just go wild, don't we? I mean,
absolutely. Here we go. Buddy Hall, he moved the 3 and the 7 around. Now he's going to just cut the 3 right down the rail. It looks like he made it all right. And your assessment earlier of the 5 clearing into the lower left-hand corner pocket is absolutely correct. That's where he played position to pocket the 5. Now, what's he going to do with the cue ball here, Grady?
Well, I don't know what you like here, Scott. And by the way, Scott's a terrific player himself. He won't own up to that, but he is. I like just making this a nice high ball. And
right, just sliding by the 9 and hoping that, right, and he'd just come straight up, shoot the 6 in the same pocket?
Well, I just want to get by the 6. I don't even think it's the end of the world if he hits it. The main thing is make the 5.
He came on the other side. Yeah, he's okay there. And that's probably Buddy's strongest point, is pinpoint position.
Yeah, we were having dinner the other day, and he mentioned to me how much he hates to go into balls.
Yeah.
Even if it looks really simple and you can't possibly go wrong, he just believes it's the wrong way to play.
Well, he's allowed to make that judgment for sure. As good as he plays, he's a lock for the Hall of Fame. And last year, you were right, he, as a senior tour member, he still is a dominant force on the all-ages tour, too. He finished second for 97. It looks like he's just going to pocket the 7 in the upper left-hand corner pocket and yank the cue ball by cueing it low and left back down and hug that rail and come down for a shot on the 9 in the lower right-hand corner pocket.
Yeah, and he's not going to be particular about coming all the way back or anything either. That's fine.
And he more or less cinches the 7, and he looks like he's got a good shot on the 9 to go ahead 1-0 in this race to 11. Now the other 2 matchups that are still in progress. This is the final 8 players, by the way, Grady. On table number 3 is Ron Park from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's having a great tournament. He's playing the number 1 ranked player and the only 2-time winner on the senior tour, Claude Bernatchez. And the other matchup on the 1-loss side is Don Steele from Greensburg, PA, and Robert Vanover, 3-time runner-up on the senior tour, by the way. He's from Dallas, Texas. It's a strong final 8, Grady.
Yeah, that it is.
Well, Slick Vic gets out there to rack the balls for game number 2. And Victor was your guest last night doing commentary, and he was pretty excited about it.
Yeah, we had a good time. Victor's a knowledgeable player, interesting guy from Milwaukee.
CEO Pat Fleming was very excited about his first performance in the booth. Gave him rave reviews. And Buddy Hall leads 1-0. We're breaking the balls for game number 2. Let's see if Victor can handle the pressure of racking the balls here.
I'll tell you what, it's getting interesting to me, Scott, because assuming that Claude doesn't win the tournament, he has a loss. I mean, he's got a chance. There's other possible 2-time winners because Buddy has won, Mizerak has won, Massey has won.
Absolutely.
Right?
So
anyway,
any bookmaker worth of salt thinks that, what is that, 8-3? What does that convert to?
Well, you've got Nick and Bob Vanover who easily might win it.
Yeah, Bob Vanover, I mean, he's the guy that if anybody's due has had 3 runner-up finishes. You know, he's allowed to win too. But like you said, we can have a second 2-time winner here very easily.
Well, what do you like here? This is pretty tough.
Well, the 1 and the 6 aren't going to go. I think he's going to duck here, and it's a little tricky in that corner pocket.
Well, if he can go behind the 6 here, that's a nice shot.
He babied it a little bit. I think he gave Miz a piece of the 1 ball here. He has that look on his face like he made a mistake.
Well, he might even be able to make the 6, but I don't know how he can control the 1 ball.
Right. The Miz has been a interesting surprise this tournament. He played Vanover 2 sets ago on the winner's side and came out of the box like lightning and broke out to a big lead and was able to keep Vanover in his chair and win that match. And he had a flashback to yesteryear, it appeared.
Oh, what a nice shot.
And the Miz shows why he's a Hall of Famer. He laid that cue ball up at the end rail. When in doubt, put him on the end rail. And Miz has got a shield there between the 1 ball. He has the 2 and the 7 blocking.
Well, Buddy only has one way to hit this ball, Scott. He's got to twirl his rock. He's got to kind of half masse it between the 7 and 4 ball.
Is twirling it something like spinning it?
Yeah. I don't think he can get there going to this rail. Well, let's see what happens.
Well, he's shooting to the 2 rails up in the upper left-hand corner pocket of your screen, and he's going to cue it with right-hand English, extreme low and right to come out of that corner. Ooh, foul.
I didn't think he could hit it going that way. It just didn't look like he could get it
viewers,
short enough.
he did make contact with the 1, but it's a foul if you must hit the lowest ball on the table with the result of either pocketing the ball or driving any ball to the rail after contact. That's a foul. No rail after contact. Mizerak takes ball in hand on the 1. Now, the layout looks considerably easier from here now. He's going to shoot the 1 in the upper right-hand corner pocket. The 3-9 looks like a shot that he might come with.
No, he's going to play. He'll play to run out here.
Okay.
He needs to get on the.
There's no shortcuts to Easy Street, is there, Grady?
No, not if you're a pool player. It amazes me how many people of almost unrecognizable talent succeed in borderline fields too.
Yeah. This probably could be considered the weakest field that's been assembled on the 10 stops thus far on the senior tour. Now, he opted to take the combination.
Well, because he didn't get the angle on the 2-ball
Right.
he wanted. But personally, I think this is a hard shot.
Yes, it is. On these tables, the way they're drawn, and if you touch any part of the rail going in, you're in trouble.
Well, unless you hit it easy.
Well, he hit it pretty firm, and he look where he put Whitey just in case.
Well, but this Buddy's got sideboards maybe, although the 9-ball may be
It's a little bit high, yeah. Well, I think Buddy's going to try to...
Well, if I had this shot, you know what I'd do with it? I'd go ahead and try to make the 6 too. You might accidentally make it. You're going to have
It's
position
a two-way
on the 4
shot,
if,
right? That's correct. Yeah. Grady's going to cut the 3 into the lower left-hand corner pocket of your screen and float the cue ball down to the 6 is blocking any scratch. So if he pockets a 3, he's going to be good on the 4 with the 6 ball where it's at. Well, the Rifleman didn't shoot too straight there. And plus he ends up leaving a shot. Looks like the Miz is in the driver's seat for game number 2.
The last thing in the world he wanted to do was miss that thick.
Absolutely.
I thought I was the only guy that did that. I find that shot hard to hit thin for some reason.
Yeah.
But he didn't just hit it thick. He hit it thick a country mile.
Yeah. Well, he leaves Mizerak a long, tough shot on the 3, but Miz has been powering balls in all week, and let's see what he does here. He
Nice shot.
smokes
Nice
in the 3, he follows the cue ball down. He's on the rail, though. That makes it a little bit tougher. He's going to just kind of cinch the 4 in the side and take the 5-9 combination, looks like, Grady.
Yeah. And I'd be happy just to have this cue ball over around the right-hand side pocket.
Yeah. He overcut the room right there. Well, Mizerak misses on the 4, and he leaves a relatively easy out here for Buddy.
Well, I find that kind of shot very difficult to make rolling it. That's why I suggested going maybe by the right-hand side pocket.
Right.
It allows you to hit it with a little more confidence and speed.
Yeah. At this level, you definitely want to hit balls with authority. All right, Buddy's...
Well, he's trying to decide whether he wants to break the 5 out or play the combination.
Well, that was one of his rules that he doesn't like to use here is going into balls, but it's worked out all right. He moved the 5 ball. He's got a shot in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. 6 balls hanging up top, and the 7-9 looks like a routine out from here. He just needs to make sure that he doesn't stand up on the shot or jaw the 5 or something, but he's in good shape on the 6. But all week we've noticed these tables playing a little bit tough, especially in the corner pockets. You need to make sure you split the wicket. And he controls Whitey. He goes close to the side pocket, but he's not in danger at all of scratching. He's going to shoot the 7 in your lower right-hand corner pocket, and just make sure he stays up above the 9 ball here to get a shot to win game 2.
Well, he thought better of drawing the ball, and I like this better. You can just go down to the end rail and up.
Absolutely. And this is game number 2, and Buddy Hall is about to take a 2-0 lead in the race to 11. I just noticed Buddy's shirt there. He's got that PBT logo, Pro Billiards Tour, red, white, and blue. What a great logo, too. What's the scuttlebutt you've heard, Grady? Are we going to have a PBT event here in the future?
I don't know. I keep hearing rumors, but I don't know what the outcome is going to be. If I'm not mistaken, there's currently litigation ongoing between the Camel folks and the PBT. I mean, I wish I could say I felt like my life would be bettered somehow if one side or the other won, but I can't help not feeling that way.
Enough for politics here. Let's get back to the business here of the race to 11 there on the final 8 players here at the Senior Tour, Pine Needles in North Carolina. What a great spot this is. I love it here. I might even move down here. What the hell?
Well, it is gorgeous, no question about that.
And Grady inspects the cue ball, cleans it off. He's going to break the balls for game number 3. And now he's going all the way to the end of the break box there, it looks like. For those of you that may not be familiar with the break box, it's been on the Pro Tour for about 3 years now, and it was designed to slow down some of the high-powered breakers of the game. They formerly used to break on all the way to the side rail, and were able to power a corner ball in a lot of times in a break. And the break box has achieved what it was set out to do. I think it's slowed it down a little bit.
I don't know what he's going to do here. I'd play safe.
Well, Buddy comes up empty-handed, Grady, and Mizerak comes to the table and ducks on the 1. He leaves the cue ball behind the 8. And looks like he accomplished what he set out to do there. And the 1 and the 2 tied up together in your lower left-hand corner of your screen. There's not much of a controlled kick here. What's going to happen? That 1's going to stay right in the vicinity of that pocket, Grady.
Well, he's got to elevate the cue. No, he doesn't. Okay. I didn't think he could hit the 1.
I don't think he has any offensive shot here. Oh, what a great shot. He just barely thinned the 1 and left it behind the 2 ball. And
well, rail first, I think the 1 goes in the pocket off the 2 ball here. Furthermore, I think he can hit this easy, resulting in the 2 ball not moving very much.
He's going to have to twirl his rock here, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell if the Miz can see any part of the 1 ball. Looks like...
Yeah, rail first is the right shot, whether they can hit it or not, just like that. Nice
absolutely. Shot. Good call. Grady was talking about rail first, and with the assistance of the 2 where it was, it forced the 1 in the corner pocket. Mizerak's got a good shot on the 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. They all look pretty good here, Grady.
Yes, they do.
The 8's still on the table up in the upper right-hand part of the screen, but that pocket will be cleared out when he pockets the 5. So he's going to shoot the 3 straight hand, draw the cue ball, shoot the 4 in the upper left-hand corner pocket, the 5 in the upper right-hand corner pocket, and it looks like he's subject to get on the board here, Grady.
Yes, he is.
Well, he didn't get exactly where he wanted there, I don't think.
Well, he'll just go 2 rails above the 8, making sure he can see the 5 ball.
Okay, he still runs the risk of getting snookered behind the 8, but...
No, I don't, no, he'll hit it hard enough to not be snookered. Nice shot.
Okay, nice shot. Good touch by the Miz.
But this is tough to reach for a left-handed player, perhaps.
Yeah. Might call for the cue reach. And he's shooting over the 6. He changes his mind here. He is going to bring one of the official pieces of equipment out here. He's opted to go with the stretch system. He still looks like he's looking for something else here. Yeah, I think he's going to use the cue reach. That is an extension, and it allows you to actually build a longer cue here, and he's going to be able to overcome the stretch here, Grady.
No, he could have been another foot forward by the looks of that. And been okay.
Yep.
Good shot, good shot.
Well, he hits it with good speed. He gets an angle on the 6. He's going to pocket the 6th in the lower left-hand corner pocket of your screen. And he's going to cue the ball low in left hand here and yank it to the side rail and stay above the 7, Grady. And this looks like he's in good position to get on the board finally here, 2-1.
Let's talk about Ron Parks for a minute. He's been beating a lot of good players. I'm sure most folks probably aren't aware of him. He's not a very well-known player.
I need to correct you in this spot here. There's no S on the last name.
Okay, Ron Park.
Ron Park, yeah,
okay.
From Charlotte. But yeah, I was making that same mistake earlier in the week myself. But yeah, it's Ronnie Park, singular, and he's from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's a former winner of the U.S. Amateur championship, and he's becoming a factor on the senior tour, no doubt about it. I like his style of play too. He's got a real solid break, and he just gets right up to business and runs out.
We mentioned that because at the moment he's embroiled in an interesting contest with Claude Bernatchez. Yeah. And Claude currently leads that match 2-0.
Yeah, and it's kind of a contrast of styles too. Claude's a little more deliberate than Ronnie is here. We're back to Mizerak here. He's about to pocket the 8, and the 9 ball is a no-brainer after that. The score is going to be 2-1 here in favor of Buddy Hall.
And that was a nice run out, during which he used the cue reach twice.
Winner of Game 3 is Steve Mizerak. After 3 games, Buddy Hall leads the match 2-1 in the race to 11. Have we got Miss Peggy Kirk-Bell on video yet? She's standing on the rail there, the lady in the blue jacket. She's the proprietor here at Pine Needles. And she's a former winner of the U.S. Amateur Ladies Golf Championships. Here she is, a very gracious hostess, and this is her spot here. Pine Needles also has another club called Mid Pines right across the road here in Southern Pines, North Carolina. What a terrific place, especially if you're a golfer.
Yep, it is lovely here.
All right, the Miz is at the table. He's going to be breaking for game number 4, and Matera puts the 9 rocks up there and checking them out, making sure everything's tight.
Barner is leading Mike Massey 2-0, and Don Steele and Bob Vanover knotted up at 3 games each.
All right, Mizerak makes a ball on the break, and he's got some semblance of a shot at the 1. What's he going to do here, Grady?
I think he's going to put Buddy behind the 8 ball. I like knocking the 1 ball right at the 7 ball. And a cue ball, 2 rails, ever so gently behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, cue ball across over the 1 and lay up in the upper right-hand corner of your table, and he's going to have quite a few balls to shield the cue ball from the 1. I think he's opting to see if he has any offensive shot. If he was to pocket the 1 in the upper right-hand corner pocket and get a shot on the 2, I think he can run out from there. But I think Matthews' assessment is correct. No. He actually played it just opposite. He was going to play the 1 ball up here, and the cue ball, the 1 ball on the just opposite of what we were thinking there. He put
well,
the
he
1
made
in
a
the
good
corner.
shot here.
Yeah, he did.
In fact, as I look at it, his shot was better because I only had the 1 ball to get behind, and he had 3 or 4 there.
Yeah. Well, Miz plays a good safety on Buddy Hall. Buddy's kicking for the 1. He goes rail first, hits the 1. And the 1 went to the rail after contact, so it's a legitimate shot. And, but he left him a little close in here. He's not doesn't have a great length to kick at, and he's automatic to hit the 1, it looks like to me.
And he'll want to hit the bottom side of it. And he'd like to miss the 6 and knock the 1 down around the area of the 9 ball would be my guess. Just like this. Oh, he caught the point. Oh, that's really hard luck, Scott.
That is hard luck.
All good things happen there if he doesn't catch the point. Either he makes the 1 or he gets it safe.
Yep. Now he's left Buddy with a shot at the 1. The 2 ball clears in the upper right-hand corner pocket. The 3 has several pockets to shoot it at it. The key to this game looks like whoever can get on the 2 ball first.
He's going to try to go between the 6 and 4. Just like this. Nice shot.
Oh, very nice shot. He pockets 1 on the side, and just as the professor had predicted, he played position on the 2 by sliding between the 4 and the 6. Now he's got a good shot on the 2. He's going to draw the cue ball back and pocket the...
He's going to play the position for the corner. All he's got to do is come back 2 or 3 inches here. Like that. Good shot.
Yeah. He's shooting the 3 in the lower left-hand corner pocket of your screen. He's going to keep the cue ball on the same side of the table, it looks like to me, Grady, and shoot the 4 right in the same pocket.
Well, he's a big advocate of the Buddy Hall rule, which is very simple. When you have position, don't play it. I got to tell you, I've lost a lot of games in my career when I didn't follow that tenet. Oh, man, there's a Inexplicable unforced error.
Yeah, he had a little mental lapse there.
Well, if I'm Steve Mizerak, I'm not unhappy because I don't have a shot. I'm delighted that I'm at the table and I can see it.
He should be behind 3-1 at this point in time. This is a big swing. I did commentary on your match last night with LeBron, and there were several situations that came up where you lost a game instead of winning the game, and it's a 2-game swing every time. Instead of being behind 3-1, the Miz is at the table. He's got a chance to tie the score. He's going to duck here, it looks like, Grady.
Well, he's got a couple of ways to do it, too.
How did he hit it? He hit it good speed. He laid the cue ball up behind the 8, and now Buddy is forced to kick at the 3.
I'll tell you, Mizerak's creative juices seem to be flowing. He's playing very good position, excellent defense.
Well, he's going to play Buddy Hall tight. There's no doubt about it. I don't think he's going to be taking any excessive chances or anything, and he's going to wait and be patient and wait out until he gets a shot that he likes. And then
well, the shot I like here is the 3 ball down by the 7-9, cue ball behind the 6.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try to go behind the 8.
Yeah, you'd be flirting with the corner pocket then, huh?
Right.
All right, he
hit it way too thick.
He hit it thick at bad speed, and he gave a shot up. He's right back where he was a few minutes ago with Buddy in control of game number 4.
I'm not so sure I wouldn't play position for the side or the corner here, the far left corner, rather than have to draw this. I might go to the end rail and just up.
I think he's going to follow the ball and come back up and shoot the 4 in the other corner pocket there. Shoot it with high and left-hand English and held the ball up, and he's got a perfect shot on the 4. Lower left-hand corner of your screen. Now he's got a couple options on the 6. It looks like he's going to opt to shoot it in the corner pocket up top there in the right. Okay. Now he simply needs to control the cue ball. He's going to draw this ball and come down. He just doesn't want to get hooked on the 9, so he's got plenty of room though.
I might even draw this to the end rail and up a little. Okay, that's fine.
Yep. A little straighter than he wanted to be, I believe.
Well, he can go 2 rails.
This always was a tough shot for me when you have to follow the ball, and actually he's going to draw it into the lower right-hand corner pocket. There's a 2-rail position. I was thinking he might follow it the other way, but this works just fine.
Well, given a choice, he's always preferred the draw route.
Yeah, I would tend to follow that philosophy myself.
4-1 for Natchez over Park. My buddy doesn't like to get straight in on these kind of shots. He's okay here, but always a possibility of miscuing.
Hits it with good speed and draws the ball back. He's got a good shot at the 9 in the lower left-hand corner. And the score is 2-1 right now, and Buddy at the table. And he wins game number 4, extends his lead to 3-1, Grady.
Yep.
Here comes Slick Vic in here, into the pit. Slick Vic.
Yeah, man, as you suggested, of many talents.
He's your road partner this trip, isn't he?
Well, we're rooming together.
Oh, he was pretty gracious to
Well, I don't know how the girls do it. The lady professionals, they stay at Radisson's, and I stay at Motel 6s. I admit it. So they give me a senior discount at 10% and a noon checkout time. As Tom Boudet says, they have coffee in the lobby. It's not the greatest coffee in the world.
The light's still on, right?
The light's on, and it's free, the coffee. Well, I got a family to raise. My kids are 14 and 12, and I can't afford $100 to $150 a day for a room.
I understand. All right, here we go. Back to live action. It's the Rifleman breaking the balls in game number 5. Scores 3-1 in favor of Buddy Hall over the Miz. And it looked like he took a little bit off that break, but he pockets no balls, and Gives that little hand English there. Sign of dismay, and Mizerak comes to the table. Looks like the 1 might clear the 2, or does it, Grady?
No, he's going to have to play a combination or play safe.
So you can see those wheels turning. Mizerak's going to figure out what to do here, and the 4 and the 6 look like they could be a little bit of problem later on in the rack here.
I think the 4 passes the 6.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
All right, here comes the Miz. He's doesn't appear to have an offensive shot, but maybe he does. No. Oh, nice shot. He shot that little combination. It was an off-angle shot. It was a kind of a risky shot, I thought, Grady.
Yeah, tough shot.
But he pockets the 1-2 combination. He ends up with a nice shot on the 1. Now he's going to have to bring Whitey down to this end of the table. The 3 ball is...
Well, I like coming in short of the 5 ball here.
He's going to shoot the 3 in the lower right-hand corner pocket. Yeah, that looks like what he's going to do here. It goes by the 9 ball, it appears. What do you think of a billiard here, 3-9 billiard?
I think the 9's kind of far away from the pocket for that. If the 4 didn't go, then yeah, he'd do that.
I think you're right. He's going to cut the 3 into the corner and play position right back where he's standing, I think. Yep. Comes back down there pretty nicely. He's got a shot at the 4. And he took a little bit of a gamble there to start this run, but
he's going to play the 5 ball in the corner rather than the side. Just come out 1 rail here.
Yep. And the speed on that shot was very nice. He didn't run the risk of jawing that ball because the speed was such perfect. Anyway, he's going to pocket the 5 down here by the 9 and stay above the 6.
Good shot. Good
Play
shot.
the 6 and the 7 in the same corner, the lower left-hand corner, and he's got plenty of places to shoot the 8. Boy, he's got a nice stroke still. That end of it.
Oh, yeah. He's just as smooth as silk.
Something about those lefties here. I kind of missed the captain, Mr. Mike Siegel, and with his...
You know, I bring up that point all the time, Scott. They do seem to have a special affinity for the game.
Yeah.
We've had so many great left-handed players over the years. As you suggested, Siegel's one of them.
Yeah.
Ed Kelly was left-handed,
Oh,
Jersey
Champagne
Red.
Eddie, Jersey Red.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Champagne Eddie Kelly? I was thinking about him the other day.
He's working in Las Vegas.
Yeah. No, we were just in Las Vegas recently at the Riviera Hotel for the Camel Stop, the 8-ball segment of the Camel Pro Billiard Series, and there were special appearances by your arch rival for a number of years, Mr. Ronnie Allen, made an appearance there, and several New York Richie, a few throwbacks to the old yesteryear and everything. The only one that was missing was Champagne Eddie.
Well, if you remember, at our one-pocket tournament, we had San Jose Dick and Norman Hitchcock.
Dick Moore and Norman Hitchcock. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, if you could resurrect Kelly and let him out here in these tournaments with some of these talented young guys, they'd be in for the toughest match of their lives, you know?
On occasion, he's come out of retirement, and I remember a number of years ago, 4, 5, 6 years ago, he made an appearance, and he played pretty sporty, too.
Okay, here we go. 3-2, Buddy Hall, Mizerak at the table, preparing to break the balls.
And he pockets, 1 ball? 5. Yeah, he pockets the 6 ball.
Now, this is really simple. Where do you push for the kick?
Where do you push for the kick?
Yeah, you're going to have to push for a kick shot here.
No, he's eyeballing the lower left-hand part of your table there. And 1 push out is allowed immediately following a legal break, and Mizerak opts to exercise the push-out rule. And this gives Buddy an option to take the shot or give it back, and he stays in his chair and tells the Miz to fire 2.
Well, I don't blame him. I don't like to get out of my chair in a situation like this. I might be tempted to take it.
No use getting up then. Well,
I'll tell you what, that's really hard luck. He really struck that perfectly.
Yeah, he did. He could have stayed behind the 3, but he looks like he left a little piece. Grady, everybody's got that scowl on his face. He doesn't seem to be real happy, but I think he's got a shot at the one, doesn't he?
Well, you know, I'm glad you said that because he's got this patented glare.
Oh,
I mean, he can literally glare a ball into the pocket.
He looks like an old grizzly bear most of the time here.
Okay, he's going to go down to the end rail and back up a couple of feet because I believe that one ball goes in the lower right-hand corner.
Well, the 2 appears to clear the 5 in the lower right-hand corner pocket. The 3 and the 4 are open, and he's on his route. It looks like he has a pretty good run out here. He's going to yank the cue ball back to the side rail and make sure he stays in that area between the 7 and 8 to get him a shot at the 3.
Oh, beautifully done.
What a nice shot, yeah.
He just wants to come up in the middle of the table.
Yep. He's going to follow the ball, right, Grady, to the end rail.
He's just going to go one rail.
Going to come out 1 rail or 2 rails? Or just going to come out with the high left 1 rail. There he is, straight back up here. Comes, clears the 8 ball, so there's no danger of getting hooked. Now, this shot here is a little tough.
I think he's going to have to follow this 2 rails with inside English, isn't he?
I think he's going to draw the ball straight back here. I think he's
okay, well, it looked to me like he had a little line. Okay, you're right.
But one of his own rules is he prefers to draw it as opposed to following it, and it appears that he might cue the ball low here and try to draw back right about where he's standing. There he goes. Nice shot. And all he needs to do is get off that rail a little bit, and he did. And he's got an angle on the 5. You think he's going to shoot the 7 in the left-hand side there, Grady?
Yeah. I'll tell you, I don't like trying to punch this one. I like just coming up 1 rail, but I think he's going to punch it out of there 2 rails.
Yeah, well, he hit that pretty good speed. I thought he might have to hit it a little firmer than that, but these tables are unforgiving. You better be careful when you start to punch it in there. But he's got a good shot on the 7. He's just going to float the cue ball he's going to cue it low and right and just slide it down there and shoot the 8 in the upper left-hand corner pocket, it appears. Slides down there. And now this looks like he might have to cue the ball high here, Grady.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just a question of inside or outside.
Right.
I think right English is the best way to play this. Just like that. Good
you
shot.
know him like a book.
Nice shot,
Nice shot here. The score is 3-2 right now at the end of 5 games. This is game number 6, and looks like Buddy Hall is going to stay in a little small lead over Mizerak, a 2-game lead at the end of 6 games. And after game 6, Hall leads the match 4 games to 2.
And Bernatchez is leading Park 6-1.
Well, Claude, I think he got dumped into the loser's side early in the tournament, and he's made quite a trek over the on the one-loss side.
See Massey and Varner, 3-2 Varner.
General, can you hand me that float?
They were delayed here for a couple of minutes.
Okay,
the ball right.
Well, let's see here. We got the flow chart right here in front of us, Grady. Let's see what Bernatchez has been doing over there. Yeah, Bernatchez lost in the second round to Joe Blackburn of JOBs in Nashville, Tennessee, and he has since defeated Matera, Bell, Congleton, Guest, and Giles Dar to face Park. So he's on
those are all good players.
Yeah. Bernatchez is streaking here on the one-loss side. Anything can happen. We still have 8 players left in the tournament. What happened on the break there, Grady?
Nothing. He didn't make a ball on the break, and he's unhappy about it. I don't know if he's unhappy with the way he hit him.
Maybe he didn't like his breakfast this morning. Who knows? Mizerak comes to the table trailing 2 games. It's 4-2 in the race to 11. The Miz pockets a 1 and plays position on the 2 on the side. Looks like he's got a 3-9 combination here, Grady. This angle's not real good, though. He might have to let that cue ball loose a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he can get position on that combination comfortably. Tell you, the way the rest of the balls are laying, Scott, I like going past the 3 ball and playing it in the far right-hand corner. All he's got to do is just kind of punch it down there.
Yep. I think he's going to up to try to get a shot at the 3-9 here.
Okay, well. I wouldn't worry about much of anything. If I missed, I'd just go all out and try to make it. I like using a just below center ball, touch of left English.
Well, as you had mentioned earlier, anytime you're shooting 2-ball combinations or multiple balls like that, you run the risk of doing something like that.
Well, you and I talked about this the other day. You know, when I teach, I tell people try to avoid combinations unless they're ones you can make a real high percentage of the time. As great a straight pool player as Steve Mizerak is, and as talented a position player as he is, I think he'd have had a much better chance to run out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, every day we're faced with temptations in this lifetime, and a 3-9 combination is definitely a temptation.
But you and I don't dally with the likes of temptation.
No, I've learned my lesson.
Right. I'll just put it out here. We'll get the patented grimace.
Well, Cecil is Buddy's real first name. Cecil's down on the 3. He's going to come out of that corner pocket where the 9 is and shoot the 4 in the same pocket that he just made the 3. The speed's a little off, though, Grady. I don't think that's where he wanted to be.
No, and this is a tough shot. It's a really tough shot.
Well, Grady, you did it to me the other day. I'm going to have to do it to you. I'm going to have to make just a real quick exit.
Oh, go ahead. I'll take care of things. Well, I believe he's going to have to get way out on the edge of the ball, use some left English reluctantly, and go into the 7 ball with the cue ball. He'll hit this as easily as possible and simply try to pocket the 4 ball. Just a slow, medium speed. Just like that. Nicely done. And he was able to miss the 7 ball, too. Okay, now he can play for the combination, or he can come 1 rail back up the table with high right English and play the 7 in the same pocket. He's going to pocket the 5 ball in. Let's see how he decides to go here. That's the shot I like. Beautifully done. Now you can just punch it in the side pocket and have a little snippet of a shot left on the 8 ball. Very Buddy Hall-like. And in just a moment, the score is going to read Buddy Hall 5, Steve Mizerak 2. And while there's a slight lull in the activity, I might mention that anybody who would care to purchase any of these great ACCUSTAT products, all you have to do is dial 1-800-828-0397. That's quite a collection, the ACCUSTATS video library, I might add. If your proclivities run towards billiards, there's a nice group in that particular discipline. Me, when you come to billiards, I prefer the artistic billiards. I really enjoy watching that. And Pat's got a nice tape or 2 of Sammy Saginaw, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. A young man whose stroke really isn't due out until the next century. Okay, we'll have the balls racked momentarily, it would appear. So Rifleman's going to go down and check them. And something appears to be not exactly quite right. And on the adjacent table, Ron Park is about to narrow the gap in his match. And he's going to be trailing 2-5 against Claude Bernatchez. Now Victor has a thankless job, that of racking the balls. You could make an enemy and he's not being recompensed 1/4.
That got anything to do with being paid?
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll be walking around a place and I'll get asked to make a call in a gambling match, and I'll say, "What are you, nuts? I could make an enemy and I'm not paid a farthing." So I insisted they pay me if they want me to do that. All right, here we go.
Anytime you got a chance of making an enemy, you ought to be able to get paid for it.
Right.
All right, Buddy slams into him. Oh, he's in the drink there, and the 8 follows right behind the cue ball. Mizerak comes to the table, cue ball in hand, anywhere on the table, scratching the break, his ball in hand anywhere.
Well, look at this live balls. I think the 6 passes the 7, 3, 6, 7 by the lower right-hand corner. Anyway, all he's got to do is get straight in the 3 ball and stop. The 4 is right there. The 5's up at the far right-hand end of the table, but he's in good shape here to run out and narrow the deficit immeasurably.
Absolutely. He better not let this match get out of control. This is the time where he needs to get on the board and be breaking the balls himself. 5-2, Mizerak trailing.
And he has indeed gotten straight in on the 3 ball. And Buddy didn't break the balls very well his last 2 efforts.
No, he looks like he's not putting 100% into the break to me. I mean, sometimes tables break a little different, where you don't have to really jam them in, but this table here has been breaking tough all week. You didn't make a ball in the break, did you, in your whole entire session?
I made one.
One break.
But Buddy told me he played somebody the other night on this table, and he only made 1 or 2 balls, too. I don't mind not making balls on the break if my opponent isn't either.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd rather play 9 ball like that. At least you don't face that million rack run.
The barrage. Ooh, that 5 kind of hopped out of there. He hit it with warp speed almost, but the cue ball didn't really do much. He runs the risk of hitting a 7 ball.
Right, right. One of the reasons for that is when he cuts the 6 ball to his left, he puts right English on the ball, which curves it slightly from left to right.
Puts a little arc in it there.
Yeah.
Clears it just fine. Look at this, Grady. Holy cow.
Scott, I got to tell you, that's one of the worst rolls I ever saw in my life.
At least one. Top 10 of ours. Yeah, he nicked the 9 ball a little bit coming out of that shot, and the cue ball went right in the side pocket at a really bizarre angle, too.
I know what he's questioning is his personal philosophy to me. Why does it have to go on the side? Okay, so I mishitted, he's saying to himself a little bit. Does it have to scratch?
Yeah, I think he's laying blame on Hurricane Bonnie. That's what he's done all week. So,
I don't know. That's rough, though. 6-2.
For those of you that haven't viewed any of the tapes yet from Pine Needles, we began the week with the remnants of Hurricane Bonnie hitting the East Coast, and it played havoc with Steve's golf tournament on Wednesday, and half of the pairings were unable to finish the golf tournament because of the high winds and the inundation of the rain from Hurricane Bonnie, and a lot of players were absent also in the field because of the weather. But I'm sure he's really not going to blame that scratch on Hurricane Bonnie. 6-2 is the score now in this race to 11, and Buddy awaits the rack by Mr. Matera of Racine, Wisconsin.
Pretty good match over there with Bob Vanover and Don Steele, too. That's 6-5, and Don has had a nice tournament.
Absolutely. The man of steel, Greensburg, PA. He's actually, I think he's forced Vanover to play his pace a little bit.
Slow death, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Steele he is slow death. And Vanover on the other side of the coin is he just cranks him in and runs down. He's one of my heroes. The guy's like 64 years old. He's got a beautiful young wife, a 4-year-old boy, Grayson, that's here with him on this trip. And what a guy.
Oh, Bob's a great guy.
I thought I was somewhat of a maniac, having a new family myself. I've got a 19-year-old baby girl named Devin, and actually her real name is Reyes, after Efren Reyes.
You have a 19-month-old?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. But you know the story of the ex-wives and the ex-girlfriends.
Well, you and I could go to many dinners and talk about that subject.
Might even be able to write a book, Grady.
Well, if I do, it won't be on that. It'll be on something nice and cheerful and positive. I'm writing 4 books, and I plan to leave that out of it as much as possible. Okay, the 2 9s to make here.
Forgive me, but
draw a little closer here. All right, 6-3.
6-3, Mizerak wins game number 9. And forgive me, viewers, for laughing at Grady. He cracks me.
All right,
Grady and I both are...
but you know what I don't understand?
Grady used to live in Colorado Springs, and I know some of this history.
Somebody who dabbles in substance abuse, and maybe they're even spousal abuse, and, they're dishonest, and they cheat and lie and steal. They're given every possible help. Well, a guy like me that hadn't had a drink in 35 years, I do my 300 push-ups every day, and then I practice, and I pay the bills on time, month in and year out. Nobody's ever said to me, wait a minute, Mr. Mathews, geez, it looks like you've done the right thing for 40 years. Here's a big medal or a check for $250,000 from the government,
well, What's right is right, even if nobody does it. What's wrong is wrong, even if everybody does it. But there's no medals for doing what's right, but it's a shame that there aren't more guys that do it right.
Well, you're right, and you've been one of them, too. Look at this. 9 on the break.
It is on the break.
All right.
We've got a little momentum swing here, Grady. After 10 games, Hall leads 6-4. My position is tournament director for the world's greatest players. I mean, I've seen it, what you're talking about, that for some reason life doesn't seem to even out the roles as much as we would like to.
Well, I think it does, really. I'm just kidding about most of that. I'm just happy to be healthy and have a great family and so on.
Yeah.
Now, the buddy's got to be really distressed here. He was ahead 6-2 and breaking the balls, and for all intents and purposes, well on his way to a steamroller.
Mm-hmm.
Then he didn't make a ball on the break. Now all of a sudden it's 6-4, and
2 quick games
at the table.
Right.
Sure.
And the Miz is back in biz.
Well, I thought Steve just made the 9-ball breaking from the other side of the table. Now he's going to change to this side.
That doesn't make sense to me. If he's having success in one spot, now we got some inspection here.
Well, Victor may be fired. We'll find out.
All right. Well, Buddy gives his approval, not
reluctantly, it would seem.
Reluctantly, at least. And Victor did glance up here at the booth, wondering about your earlier statement about compensation for this position.
Well, Steve didn't make it take either.
Anyway. Well, I can't tell if he's jammed up on that 8 there. Can you see any part of the 1 on the left side of it?
He can see it. Yeah.
He can see it, okay. Well, he's got a shot at the 1 ball. And hi, Victor. He's looking back up here, rolling his eyes. Well, he overcuts the 1.
That was a tough shot.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
He had more room to make the 1 than I thought. He overcut it.
If Steve can put this game on his side of the ledger, we got action here.
Action, yeah. All right, he's jacked up over the 7. And Pockets the 1. Cues it with a high left-hand English. It comes off the end rail, and he's got some shot at the 2. He's going to shoot the 2-6 combination, looks like to me. The 6 is hanging in the jaws of the lower right-hand corner pocket of your screen. And if he hits it with good speed, the 2 will stay right where the 6 is, Grady?
Yeah, I don't know what I'd like here, Scott. He can completely roll it in. Or, if I'm going to play it into the 6, I'm either going to try to make both of them or hit the outside of it. Well, that's a good shot there.
Yeah, well, he was at risk, though, at that speed. The 2 ball didn't have to stay
now,
there.
the 4-9 are by the right-hand side pocket, Scott, and I think he's looking to see if he can maybe play a billiard on the 9 ball.
Well, he's going to pocket the 2 in the lower left-hand corner and bring the cue ball out. He just has to make sure he clears the 8, and he does that. Now, the 4 ball, will it clear in the side past the 9 ball? I think
no, he can't make it inside. At least I don't think so.
Yeah. All right, he's going to shoot the 3 ball in the upper right-hand corner pocket, cue it with low right, and he's either coming over for the billiard on the 9, or else maybe he can
The
thin.
billiard lays perfectly. He wants to use the way this is lying, a little bit of left English. Just a nice thin hit on the 4 ball, and easy. Just like that.
Just
Nice
like
shot,
that.
nice
Miz the master, giving a little 9 ball lesson.
Oh, you know, while we're doing this, let's have a little fun here. I give you all the credit in the world. Do your Miz imitation for us.
I'll teach you everything about how to play pool except for how to beat me. That's what he says on his TV commercial.
That's excellent, excellent.
Thank you.
You know, I don't know.
One of my
these people
few imitations.
There's people doing imitations of me. There's 3 or 4 of them. They sound more like me than I do.
I was thinking that when I took my little break here a minute ago, that every time I listen to these tapes and I do commentary, it sounds like my little brother on tape here.
No, you sound good. You have a great speaking voice. You really do. I got to give you credit, too. You've become really adept at being an MC.
Well,
That's a nice thing. All of us like to be introduced by you, and that speaks for itself. That kind of sentiment.
I have no problem selling the world's greatest players. It's always a great thrill to be on the road with the greatest players in the world, and it never fails, and ceases to amaze me how they keep coming up with tremendous shots, and week after week after week.
Well, it is a talent-laden pool, that's for sure. Boy, Steve had a lot of blue that ended up on that towel, which surprised me. It tells me maybe he's chalking his cue differently than I am. I hardly ever get much blue on my hands.
Mm-hmm.
But I miscue more often than he does, too, so maybe...
Well, he might be picking it up off the bed of the cloth, too, though.
Possibly. Okay, he didn't make one on the break.
All right, he comes up empty in the break on game number 12. The score is 6-5 in favor of Buddy Hall over the Miz. And Miz is up to something. He's sliding around here. He's coming out of the pit a little bit. I guess Buddy's going to be shooting right by his chair there. And I think
He's going to try to punch these 2 rails around the outside of the 2 ball.
Yeah. I think that's one of Buddy's best shots
I
right
do
there.
too.
Absolutely. He's that's why he's called the Rifleman. He can shoot those shots from great lengths and still hit them firm enough and with authority and crisp enough to...
I remember one year that he had there where he made something like 27 table length straight backs in a row in pressure situations in tournaments. I mean, they were just hangers for him.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't renowned for his one pocket play in some circles as much as his 9-ball play is, and he proved all the non-believers wrong at your tournament earlier this year in Baton Rouge by winning the World Championships of the Legends of One Pocket, and the boy can bank. There's no doubt about it.
That he can. Well, now here he was unhappy because he's got a touchy angle. He wants to just draw back and leave the cue ball between the 6 and 7. There's a 5 ball's right there by the 3 ball.
Right.
Okay, he's not even going to go that far. Actually, this is a better shot, isn't it? Now, see, if he puts the cue ball back about where it is now, he'll have some options.
Okay, he's going to run the risk a little bit of flirting with the 6 here.
Well, he's going to stay below the 6.
Oh, okay, he's eyeballing his where he wants to hit this 4 and where he's
So I think he's going to play
position.
position to play the 5 in the same pocket here.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, that's tough.
Okay, decided to play for the combination.
Well, I think the 5 clear, no?
I don't think so. Maybe it does. Well, he's looking.
Yeah, I think he's got a shot at the 5 in the corner. Oh, maybe he is shooting the combination.
Oh, he had plenty of room.
He had plenty of room. And he, nice shot. He just slides a cue ball over and stays in position for the 6 in the side. And all he's going to do is just simply stroke it very softly, and the cue ball will follow up for a shot in the 7. And he's going to draw back, shoot the 8 in the right-hand side pocket. And the 9's laying in the jaws of the corner. And looks like Buddy's back in control of this match. He's going to keep his lead. Although it was narrowed to just 1 game a few minutes ago by Mizerak, it appears that he will go ahead 7-5 here after 12 games.
He hasn't made a ball on the break the last 2 or 3 efforts.
You think he'll rake Victor over the coals here for making sure he gets a good rack?
He might.
You and Buddy had a little situation come up in the first stop on this year's senior tour.
But we got all past that.
We're all past that. It's all patched up.
But I quit smoking, and I hated the world for a couple of months there, and I was grumpy, and I shouldn't have been. And
well, he gave you plenty of reason to be. Don't worry about it.
Well, but we'd love and respect each other. That's all over with.
Yeah. But if anybody can test you on the rack, it's definitely Buddy Hall. It's 7-5 in favor of Buddy Hall, and we'll see when Matera comes up here with the rack on game number 13. And what else is going on around the room? The match between Massey and Varner on the winner's side is at a considerably slower pace than the rest of them. It's 4-3 in favor of Massey. That's somewhat of a surprise. And Vanover is ahead 9-5 on the one-loss side against the Man of Steel. And the other one-loss side match, it looks like Park is starting to make a little comeback against Bernatchez. Victor continues his inspection. He doesn't want to turn the rack loose until he's absolutely certain. And Buddy doesn't. He takes one quick glance to see how they're lined up, and he goes ahead, accepts the rack graciously. 7-5, Buddy breaking. And the drought continues.
Yes, it does. Well, I know he's frustrated because that's how I've been feeling. You just can't beat these good players if you leave them nice runouts like this every game.
No. You're right about that. But we'll run out with a roadmap. Mizerak actually has played a pretty poor position here, Grady.
Oh, he got really tough. I think this is one of the hardest shots in the pool. But you mentioned one of Buddy's great shots, Scott. I like the way Steve hits this kind of shot.
Yeah.
I think
he's playing.
Really
he's playing safe, no?
No, he's playing to make it, but he may have to bank the 3 ball. He's going to go above the 5 and below the 3, like that. See?
Yeah. Oh, nice shot. Well, he didn't run the risk of missing the ball. I mean, he almost cinched that ball by hitting it the speed that he did.
Even so, that's a hard ball to cinch.
Absolutely.
Now he's got to go into the 4 ball here. Oh, nice shot.
That was a nice shot. You call it, Grady. He was able to move the 4 ball off the cushion, and look where it got perfect on the side. He's just going to.
But for all you aspiring players, notice the speed with which he went into the 4 ball. Not hard.
No.
He's happy to, and he shot the 3 ball at such a speed that it's conducive to making.
He didn't need to move that ball very much. It worked out perfect for him. He's just going to float the cue ball to the lower left-hand corner pocket of your screen. Shoot the 6 in the side. And where's he going to play position on the 7 here?
Well,
Grady?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that he can use a just above center ball and some left English.
And follow it.
Yeah.
Shoot the 7 in the upper left-hand corner pocket.
Or he can draw into the 9 ball here.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I think that's what he's doing there.
See, that's the shot I like because you don't run into anything. But I might have come.
Excuse me just a
Scott's going to go
minute.
make a call. And Steve's great straight pool expertise stands him in good stead in situations like this, because he's very comfortable with side pocket shots. Beautifully done. And now I would suspect he's going to play the 8-ball in the corner and more or less just stop the cue ball. He's not happy with this position. He wanted to play the 8-ball on the side, but he needed to pretty much cinch the 7-ball. Well, he's going to play it in the side. You go around the 9. He doesn't want to go into it. Oh, he did? Okay. Well, I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, but that's a textbook example of what running into balls can do to you, or for you, or against you. Cross the side, or safe, or cross corner. Well, I always liked striking bank shots with conviction and just kind of throw caution to the wind, so to speak.
You have to stiff those bank shots.
Right, you need to kind of fire them in.
Yeah, he kind of babied that ball, didn't he?
Well, I found it interesting. He went into the 9-ball when he really didn't have to, and he got in trouble for it.
Yep. That's
All right,
one of Buddy's cardinal rules, right?
Yeah.
Don't move into balls if you don't have to.
Well, I tell you what, Scott, I'm kind of inspired by that thought, because Buddy told me, he says, no matter how simple it looks, or, you think you're 100% you're going to have a shot, he says, if you can find a way to not go into a ball, go ahead and do it anyway.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to apply that to my practice and see if maybe it'll improve my game.
Yeah,
Well, that was a classic example. He didn't have to do that.
Right.
I don't know if you saw the shot or not, but he took a shot for the side pocket that he could make almost 100% of the time, but he could get in trouble. Now, if he plays the 8 in the corner, he could make it 85, 90% of the time, but he's going to have position 100% of the time.
Right.
So I don't know. When you add it all up in the two equations, I think he's way better off to not go into the 9-ball.
Yeah. Now, that puts an additional variable into the shot anytime you're moving balls around. I mean, as well as anybody from playing as much one pocket and as great as you play it, that game requires where you move around the rack and you move balls around.
I'll tell you what, it's cost me thousands of dollars in my one pocket life, too, because, in that game, there's a lot of times you do have to go into balls, but where I went into balls and I didn't need to. Tell you what, we have other action, too, of interest. Massey leading Varner 5-3, and I don't find that a surprise. I love the way Mike's been playing lately. And Bernatchez over Park 5-3. I'll tell you what, Buddy's got to be really unhappy here. That's like 4 times in a row. I think he has not made a ball in the break. But fortunately for him, Mizerak doesn't seem to be taking advantage of it.
Victor's life expectancy as a rack man is rapidly coming to a close.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Well, the Miz comes out swinging here. He makes a great shot on the 1 ball and got great position on the 2. Where's he going to shoot the 3, Grady?
Well, I think he's got an angle to draw above the 3 and inside the 4. But stretching makes this a lot tougher. Like
you
that.
called it right. Yeah, he hit that just about perfect.
Good shot.
And he's not over the ball here. He's got enough room in the cue ball to come right back out and shoot the 4 in the pocket where he's standing right now.
Well, he's got to hit this hard enough here. If he gets like this, he's got every problem in the world. Now, he's got to follow this 2 rails around the 6.
You don't think he can just sense the ball there?
Oh, he can cinch it, I guess. Yeah, he could do that. But isn't that taking a long shot on the 5?
Well,
It's
that's a tough
eminently
shot.
missable.
Yeah. No, you're right. Nice call, Grady. He powers the 4 in, and he still came up short.
Well, that cue ball's a little light, Scott. And I could make 1,000 calls like that, and they end up short a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a
I
shade
think the
light.
speed of the cloth has anything to do with it, too.
Yeah, well, the bed is slow.
Yeah.
The rails have a nice speed. Now, meanwhile, this is a tough shot. Tough shot. I'm not positive I would even shoot this. Okay, nice shot. Beautifully done. Well, here's an interesting situation, Scott. I think he's got to play this in the side pocket. Well, it's not that bad a cut. He might be able to float this in and play position on the 7 in the side or the far corner.
Now he's going to have to cue it with inside English here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go into the 9 here. That's my point. I don't think that's...
Well, he's already tried that route once and it cost him.
That's the right shot. A little hard.
Oh, slow down, baby. He's talking to that ball.
Well, that's pretty good body English there, Miz.
Well, he's got a bank straight back there across side, and the cue ball's going to go into the 9. It'll give him a good shot on the 8. Actually, he's going to stay away the 9. You're right. He's going to stay away.
All he's going to do is make it. He's okay.
Stay away from the 9. Yeah.
Good shot.
All right. Now Mizerak's back in line here. This is game number 14. Scores 8-5 in favor of the Rifleman. And Park continues to put heat on Bernatchez.
He's a good player, Park is. Uh-oh, he's really unhappy with that.
Yeah, well, hit the 9 when he didn't need to. He just made a little mental error there, I think. A little lapse.
Well, these types of banks, because the cue balls are close to the 9, you have to kind of pinch it. Little right English, just below center ball, just like that. Beautifully done.
You hit that nice.
All right,
good recovery.
8-6. Well, if I'm Buddy sitting there in the chair, I'm delighted he at least has to shoot a bank.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, isn't this interesting? If Mizerak can break and run out this game, Buddy's poor break performance in this match could play a telling role in the outcome.
Absolutely. No, we still got a ball game. It's 8-6, right? Mizerak still got to slide his beat over there.
Now, poor Victor. Now, he is racking the balls for the 2 guys, in my opinion, who have the best glares in the business. I mean, if they get up to that point, they can stare you right out of the place. Yeah. You and I got it once earlier for Biz for being a little loud with our giggling.
Yeah.
And I'm just kidding about that. I don't blame you. If you have an all-important match, you have a right to play it without distraction.
Absolutely. All right, here's Mizerak breaking the balls here. Matera turns him loose. Scores 8-6 in favor of the Rifleman, and Mizerak breaking game number 15. Got those eyebrows working. Well, he comes up empty. And, well, Buddy's going to come to the table with a 1-5 combination to start this layout. The 2, the 3, 4. Well, if he can make the 1-5 combination and get a good shot to go from the 1 to the 2, he might just go ahead and try to run this rack out.
Well, getting from the 1 to the 2, and then later on he'll have problems with the 8, possibly.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be stretched out here regardless.
Well, he wanted an angle where he could punch it out of their 2 rails, but I don't think he's got that kind of an angle. The 2 may go in the lower right-hand corner, though, Scott.
Yeah, I think the 2 ball clears the 8 and the 9. But he's...
Well, even so, look at it if he goes to the in rail with the cue ball coming back towards the lower end of the table. I don't see a natural route. I don't like anything drawing the ball.
No, I think he's going to follow the ball with like center, maybe a little high left-hand English, and try to come down in that path between the 4 and the 2 there.
Okay, right, yeah. All right, Buddy has the cue reach.
It's still a tough reach here. Well, he went into the corner.
So he wanted to go, I knew he wanted to go 2 rails. Well, this is real simple. He puts Steve behind the 8-9.
I think he's going to opt to run out myself. I think he's going to spin that 2-ball in the lower right-hand corner.
Well, you
pocket.
may well be right. I know he likes to shoot.
But I think to put the cue ball behind the 8 and 9, I mean, he's a little straight in on that, on the 2. Or do you mean coming from a rail or something?
Oh, yeah,
or just babying it over here.
Well,
just
he's going to try to run out. You're
yeah.
right about that. He didn't want to hit the 3-ball. Well, he can cut the 3 in the side, or he can bank it. And given that it's Buddy Hall at the table, I kind of like to bank.
Excuse me a minute, Grady. We're going to give a result on table number 3. Vanover has eliminated Don Steele. Excuse me, table 5.
All right, let's see what he does. Good shot, good shot.
Table number 5 is Bob Vanover. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hand, please, for Don Steele, Queensburg.
I think he's got a nice angle to play the 4 on the side. I see it correctly. Low right English.
Well, does that 8 clear or not there, Grady? Can you tell?
I don't think it does. And that's going to make a big difference.
Sure is.
As to whether he gets an angle on the 7 or not. I didn't think that I had seen him check that earlier. Maybe he did. He must have. Meaning whether the 8 would pass the 9.
Well, Bob Vanover advances to 5th, 6.
Okay, it doesn't pass the 9 because I can tell by the way he played the position. Now this is a hard shot though, because there's nothing natural about this.
He's eyeballing getting the cue ball in the lower right-hand corner pocket there. And,
I might consider playing the billiards on the 9-ball here, just floating the cue ball down to the end right. He's going to look at that.
yeah, that's where he's looking right now.
Because the high ball doesn't get positioned. You can't draw it. Center ball doesn't get it. I mean, it takes.
Well, it's going to require a little left-hand English, right, to stay in the...
I was talking about playing position for the 8. It's just no natural
across,
English that gets
right,
it over there.
Right.
I mean, I'd rather go into the 8-9 than I would try to get straight in on it. But I like playing for the billiard here.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do, is just cue a little left-hand English there, and comes off the rail. And nice speed, nice speed.
That's perfect.
Well, he leads 8-6. This is game number 15, and the Rifleman looks like he's going to shoot again the 8-ball. And
Now, the right English here, Scott, and especially to aspiring players, is left English, not right English. Touch of left English, just above center ball, thin hit on the 8, easy. Just like that.
Perfect. And Mr. Hall wins game number 15. After 15 games, the score is Buddy Hall 9, The Miz 6. Race to 11. Well, let's see how this shapes up. The winner between Hall and Mizerak is going to face either Massey or Varner on the winner's side, and
that's 5-4 over there.
In Hall and Mizerak, the gentleman gets dumped to the loser's side. He's going to go over to face Bob Vanover.
Well, I don't know. I'm perplexed as to how this could be a 40% again as quickly played a match as is transpiring on the table with Massey and Varner.
Yeah, looks like we're in for somewhat of a long afternoon here. 5-4 on the Massey and Varner's game, and the other match between Park and Bernatchez is progressing a little slowly also. Was it 5-5?
They're tied at 5 apiece.
5 apiece.
Park was down.
7-5.
Oh, 7-5 we can see it. Okay. Well, still, that's closer. Wasn't he down 5-2 at one point,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Park
he's got the break.
showing some heart here. All right, Cecil busts him open here. He
doesn't make anything.
nothing again. It's a tough table, table number 4. Beautiful equipment this diamond table. It's a very handsome set there. That oak table. Those beautiful players' chairs. Makes you feel like a king sitting in those chairs.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we should talk about the Diamond folks anyway. They do a great job. They're very supportive of everybody. They're currently furnishing the tables for the Camel events, the seniors events, for my stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if the ACCUSTATS video production is going to be on hand at their tournament in January of '99. They're going to have a all-around.
Well, I asked Pat about that. He hasn't talked to them yet. I think it would be an excellent idea. They're having one pocket, 9-ball, and banks.
Yeah, I don't think he has many bank pool events in his inventory.
No, and people would like that. Art, what do you do with this? I think he got straight in here. And if so, these are not cheatable pockets. You know, being as we're at this golf facility, do you think maybe I'd look good in knickerbockers like Payne Stewart wears? Maybe I should obtain some of those.
Grady, you'd look good in anything, pal.
Well, that's nice of you to say.
That's what the girls all say.
I tell you what, he made a very great shot.
He did make a good shot, just to get out of that end of the table and to get to the other end and have some semblance of a shot on the 5.
Meanwhile,
reaches for his stretch.
This is worse than nothing here for me. I can't make this and kill the ball without really probably missing the 5-ball. It's tough to go around the table. Oh, he could reach it. Made it look easy. I meant with the bridge, if you could reach it, I could do it.
Well, he makes a good shot on the 4 and then the 5. And
this is touchy here, too.
This is no bargain, you're right. Hitting any part of that rail going into this corner pocket up there is subject to be...
not his that controlling the rock isn't so easy.
Does he run the risk of hitting the 8 now?
Well, you called it, catching a little rail going in.
Pulled it off the rail and jawed the 6. And the Miz gives the scowl up here to the booth. Ooh.
I think that was directed at you. And I've been the recipient of it, so I'm well aware. But you didn't really do anything wrong.
No, I just predicted fate and doom. But these corner pockets are unforgiving. There's no doubt about it. Sorry, boss.
Might not like this. He's okay.
He almost came out a little jacked up. He's got a little giggle on his face there. He's
well, you know what he's giggling at, don't you? He meant to come past the 8. He hit on the completely different side of the side pocket than he meant to, and he's lucky that he didn't scratch or end up snookered.
Well, Buddy gets up off the shot and he's talking to himself. That's something too for aspiring players too. You know, when you get down to the ball the first time, that doesn't mean you have to fire. You know, complete the shot and shoot away. You know, sometimes get up off the shot and take your time and think it out and get back down on the ball a second time. And Buddy gets back down the second time. He hits that one perfect, Grady.
Yes, he does. That's a good point, Scott. I know I can learn from that. I don't get up off of enough shots, you know.
All right, this is a big game here, a big swing. Instead of 9-7, it's going to go 10-6 in favor of Buddy Hall. And it's a race to 11 in this stop number 2 on the senior tour for the 98-99 series. And then once again, we're at beautiful Pine Needles Lodge and Country Club in Southern Pines, North Carolina. What a glorious spot this is.
Now, you know Buddy Hall is leading in this match 10-6 without benefit of making hardly a ball on the break.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, let's see if he can correct this situation here in his last break of the session.
And it's 8-5 Bernatchez over Park.
Smells it is. He rejects one rack by Victor.
Massey 6-4 over Nick Varner. There's a nice shot of the Rifleman on the monitor as he questions his presence here in the universe.
All right, he's still looking at this rack a little funny and thinking that it's crooked. It looks like he's going to accept this here and go on. What's he got
great
to lose?
Enthusiasm, he prepares to break.
What's he got to lose? He hasn't made a ball in the break for 7 games in a row.
And Victor's got his fingers crossed.
Victor's got a grin like a Cheshire cat on his face. You're fired, Victor. Wait. No,
I didn't make anything.
And this
Well,
is
it's
where...
Mizerak's last hurrah. And I'm going to edge in closer to this glass so I don't get the... if I can help it.
It's not a bad idea. Get into the soundproofing here. Well, Miz comes out swinging, makes a good shot of the 1 place position on the 2, but look at this, he's jacked
can't
up.
get on the 3.
Yeah. Things are
I
rolling.
made a great shot there.
Uh-oh. He's almost looked this way. Well, he can make the 2. I think he's going to make the 2 and play safe on the 3 somehow. Grady, this is your specialty here.
Well, I don't know. He's got to be careful. The 4-9 billiard, I believe, is on. Well, I just rolled it forward if I wanted to play safe on the 3 ball, and then thin the 3 up by the far left-hand corner pocket.
Does he have any shot on the 9 right here?
No, the 4 is on. No, If he weren't over a ball, he could consider playing a 2 ball off the 9. But let's see how he plays this. Well, that's the right shot, I think, but he struck it a little hard, but it's okay.
Look at the speed.
Well, that's exactly how I would have played the cue ball.
Well, he gave himself continued life here. He's not out of this yet. He's got Buddy Hall kicking at the 3 ball, and the 4-9 is a pretty makeable shot there on the billiard.
Well, I'd go ahead and hit this with a little velocity. You might make the 3 off the 6, make it straight in.
And he backdoored it. Oh, he came up in the drink there, and Mizerak is going to come to the table with cue ball in hand, trailing by 4 games in this race to 11.
I'd like to be right about where the 3 ball is, only a little closer to the 4, but on that line to make the billiard. So that's what he'll do, is just roll forward a little bit. And he's going to want a nice, just above center ball, right English this time. And we are getting ready to change the tape. We'll be right back with you. Okay, here we go with Steve Mizerak's break. Needs a good break effort here.
Well, Mizerak comes up to empty himself.
Buddy
game number 18. The score is 10-7.
Buddy has a nice safety, Scott. All he's got to do is make sure he doesn't scratch. And 2 rails, and the cue ball's going to be behind that wall of balls. I've had a good time here this week. My 2 kids have been up here with me, and I have girlfriend number 632 with me.
Oh, I thought it was 633.
Oh, I wish. I'd be in great shape. That's the one I probably want to marry. Let's take a nice kick at this.
Well, I'm not looking to date any future ex-wives myself, Grady, but...
I don't dislike you that much.
Okay, Miz leaves a shot here.
Can't get on the 2-ball here, though. This is...
And there's
well,
some
I mean,
condition. What about that 7, Grady? Is that unmakeable inside, or is it on the point?
I can't tell. There we can see. It looks like it's frozen on there.
Yeah,
well, he can go 2 rails with inside English. Now, this is a pretty shot. Up and down the table, inside English. Tough, though. Just like that. See, that cue ball's a little light. Even with the inside English,
it didn't hold up,
keep
did
it
it?
on the right side of the table.
No, it didn't hold at all.
He struck that as well as you can hit a pool ball, and it just swings wider off the object ball. Meanwhile, I can't tell what the right shot is here. The 2 doesn't bank, the 8's in the way.
I think he's just going to thin the 2 on the low side of it and try to lay the cue ball behind the 8.
Oh, I don't think he'll do that.
No?
I'd rather see him come down. No, he'd hit the other side of it before he'd do that, I think. That's really hard to do when the 2-ball's that close to the rail.
Yeah.
If it's off the rail, or even a half inch or something, that'd be okay. He may go behind the 5 here. That's a possibility, too, and a little easier, I think, to do that. He thinks better of that, too.
Yeah, he gets off the shot again. He's not sure exactly what he wants to do, and now he's down. He's ready again here. But it appears he's going to play safe one way or the other.
Well, he can't get on a 3-ball. He shoots out of it, I don't think.
Well, he smokes in the 2, cuts it down the rail, and
I'll tell you what, that's as good a pool shot as I ever saw in my life, and he still didn't get on the 3-ball.
yeah, no, he was he had a very low percentage. I thought to get onto the 3, no matter what he did there. That's why I thought he would duck.
Well, the heavier cue ball, Scott, goes nicely back and forth across the table. You can play an exact angle if you're in dead stroke, but that light ball, it's going to come off more sharply.
The red circle, or that ball is a little heavier, right?
Yeah. Well, I thought when I first viewed it that maybe the 3 was makeable off the 7, but now it must not be, or he would already have shot.
Well, he's looking at it now, Grady.
Maybe we can get a close-up of that 3 and 7, and we can get a better idea. Okay. Well, we'll know in a moment.
Yeah, you called it.
I thought so.
You called it, Grady. Nice shot, and that was a great pool shot there too, because it was there's no bargain, no hanger, and it worked out pretty good for him. The 4-ball moved into a spot where he's got a good shot on it. And all he's got to do is simply stay out of trouble and get a shot of the 5, and it looks like this session could be in the books.
Okay. Yeah, he's in good shape here. He just come out 1 rail here, making sure not to go too high. Good shot, good shot.
Well, the 6 goes in the side, the 7 in the upper left-hand corner pocket. He's going to shoot the 8 in the lower right-hand corner pocket up here. And several options on the 9-ball. Scores 10-7, Grady Mathews, and looks like the Miz is going to be on the 1-loss side here.
That butt's still in action. Well, let's give Buddy credit. He's played a great match here.
Yeah, yeah, especially trying to overcome pocketing 0 balls in a break almost, you know. Well, number 1 ranked Claude Bernatchez extends his lead over Park. It appears it's 9-5 at this point in time. And that's on the 1-loss side. Steele was just eliminated by Bobby Vanover of Dallas, Texas. So it's going to set up the matchups Barnover is awaiting the results of the Hall Mizerak match, and it appears that the Miz will be having an appointment with Bob Vanover, and the winner between Bernatchez and Park will either get Massey or Varner.
And by the way, Massey is turning in a very workmanlike, a sterling performance, if you will. He's leading 8-4 over Varner.
Absolutely. Have you seen his wife this trip? He's usually
no, I haven't seen
Francine all the time.
We are going to do an interview here, and
we're going to have this the Rifleman joining you in the booth here, Grady. I'm going to bow out, I believe.
All right. Well, I want to thank you.
Get back to business here.
Extreme pleasure as usual.
We got a winner, Grady. Thank you very much. My pleasure. I'm glad you had me on board this trip. The winner of the match is Buddy Hall over Steve Mizerak, and joining Grady in the booth will be the Rifleman. And
we'll do it again, Scott.
All right, later. Bye.
Okay, Buddy's on his way up here. And, well, big guy, you did it again despite hardly being able to make a ball on the break. That surprised us up here.
I don't think I did. I think I made a ball on the break the first one or two games.
Yeah.
After that, it was a lost hope.
Yeah. Well, you played awfully well. Awfully well.
I thought I played good, but like I said, I didn't make any balls on the break, but I thought I played real well.
Oh, I thought better than good. This last rack, you made some great shots. Just it by itself. I mean, you made 2 or 3 near trick shots.
Yeah, it was one of those kind of racks where, well, you shoot at this one to see what happens, and then after you shoot at that one, well, let's shoot at this one to see what happens. It was one of those see what happens about 3 shots in a row, and then everything seemed to open up after I shot the 3 ball in the side off the 7.
Oh, you played so well. It was just a genuine pleasure for us to witness that performance, and we wish you continued good luck. And we'll probably do another one of your matches before this is over with.
Okay, thank you, Grady. I appreciate that.
Thank you for everything. Well, with these thoughts in mind, and boy, that inspires me to go out and practice. I want to tell everybody what a great time we've had bringing this to you, courtesy of ACCUSTATS, and we'll see you at the next championship match. Thank you.